Hello, New York Yankees fans. We have brand new exclusive videos and the latest news for you. Before we get started, we'd like to invite you to join our channel and give this video a like. It's crucial to get exclusive access to the latest updates. The world of baseball never sleeps, and neither do the rumors. And now it seems the Yankees clubhouse is in the eye of a storm. Aaron Boone, the manager known for his calm and composed demeanor, appears to have reached a breaking point, and insiders are buzzing about a dramatic shakeup that could redefine the culture of the team. According to whispers from sources close to the organization, Boone recently expressed frustration in terms that have left analysts and fans stunned, calling out what he referred to as two cancers of the clubhouse and promising that he would remove them. The ambiguity of his statement is fueling speculation, and everyone from sports journalists to casual fans is trying to decode which players might be involved and what the consequences could be for team dynamics. This isn't just locker room gossip. The implications are huge, because when a manager of Boone's stature uses such strong language, it signals a level of internal conflict that could impact morale, performance, and even the Yankees' public image. There's talk that this sentiment is not isolated, and that Boone has been quietly frustrated for weeks with tensions he believes are undermining the team's cohesion, creating an environment where leadership is forced to make tough decisions to protect the overall integrity of the squad. The Yankees have always been a high-pressure environment, but Boone's apparent willingness to call out issues so publicly may mark a turning point in how management handles internal discord, and the baseball world is watching closely to see if these cancers are players, staff, or a combination of both. Boone's comments have set social media ablaze, and analysts are dissecting every word in search of clues. Some speculate that the statement could be related to long-standing rivalries within the clubhouse, possibly involving veterans whose influence Boone believes has become detrimental to younger players' development. Others wonder if recent slumps and injuries might have exacerbated tensions, leaving Boone with no choice but to draw a line in the sand. What makes this particularly compelling is the psychological dimension. Labeling someone as a cancer implies a deep-rooted toxicity that Boone sees as threatening the team's identity, and it raises questions about the threshold for discipline in professional sports. Fans are polarized, with some applauding Boone for his willingness to confront issues head-on, while others worry that such public declarations could backfire, creating fractures rather than solutions. Inside sources hint at a heated meeting following Boone's remark, where players were reportedly reminded of their responsibilities to maintain a respectful, unified culture, though no names were officially confirmed. Speculation is also mounting that if Boone follows through on his words, the consequences could range from benching key contributors to drastic roster changes, fundamentally altering the Yankees' approach to both short-term performance and long-term strategy. The narrative unfolding is rich with intrigue, and even those outside the league are tuning in, fascinated by the combination of high stakes, internal tension, and the looming question of whether Boone's decisive stance will ultimately strengthen or destabilize one of baseball's most iconic teams. The timing of Boone's comments is another element fueling the rumor mill, as observers note that the Yankees have faced a series of inconsistent performances in recent weeks. Pundits are suggesting that the manager's frustration may have reached a tipping point after repeated incidents of discord or perceived lack of professionalism, pointing to a broader issue of leadership within the clubhouse. There is even speculation that Boone's statement is a strategic move designed to send a message not only to the players in question, but also to the wider league, signaling that he is unwilling to tolerate behavior that undermines team success. This raises interesting questions about managerial authority in professional sports. How much can a coach intervene in interpersonal dynamics before it starts to affect performance? Could Boone's willingness to identify and potentially remove so-called cancers inspire other managers to take a firmer stance? Or is this a unique reflection of the pressures inherent to the Yankees' high expectation culture? Insiders hint that discussions have already begun at the executive level, with potential scenarios ranging from mediation efforts to more severe disciplinary action, though nothing has been officially confirmed. The media frenzy is intense, with every headline now linking Boone's remark to possible locker room drama. and while some fans treat it as mere speculation, the consistent pattern of whispers from credible sources keeps the story alive, hinting that the situation is far from over and may have ramifications that extend well beyond the immediate roster. Adding complexity to the narrative is the question of who exactly Boone was referring to. Rumors suggest that the Cancers might be players who have a strong influence in the clubhouse, possibly affecting younger teammates' mentality or challenging managerial authority. Some speculate that Boone's decision could be prompted by repeated behavioral issues, clashes over playing time, or even disputes over team leadership roles. The idea of isolating and removing disruptive influences is not new in professional sports, but Boone's phrasing, so direct, so unequivocal, makes this situation stand out. Analysts are drawing comparisons to past incidents in major sports where managers had to make dramatic personnel decisions to protect team harmony, noting that such choices can either cement a manager's reputation or leave lasting tension that undermines future performance. There is also a layer of psychological strategy. Publicly acknowledging internal conflict can be risky, as it might empower other dissenters or destabilize trust. Yet can also clarify boundaries and set expectations in a team culture where ambiguity can be dangerous. The Yankees' history as a franchise with high expectations and intense scrutiny magnifies every managerial decision, meaning Boone's next steps will be dissected by both media and fans alike. Rumor has it that the coaching staff is divided, some believing in firm action, while others advocate for quieter, internal handling, creating a subtle but real tension around how to approach this delicate situation. Every move Boone makes now will likely be interpreted through the lens of this statement, and speculation continues to swirl about the timing, the method, and the identities involved, keeping the narrative alive as the baseball community waits for the next chapter to unfold. Veteran players, according to insiders, are reportedly feeling the ripple effects of Boone's words. Even those not directly implicated are said to be reassessing their own approach to clubhouse dynamics, mindful that any perceived misconduct could put them in the crosshairs. The rumor mill has fueled conjecture that this could lead to a wave of behavioral adjustments, subtle shifts in hierarchy, and renewed attention to team culture policies as the pressure from management intensifies. Social media users are dissecting every prior statement and on-field interaction, attempting to trace patterns that might reveal who Boone considers problematic, though such speculation remains unverified. The strategic aspect of this situation is significant, as Boone may be using ambiguity deliberately, creating uncertainty to motivate players to self-regulate, while also testing the loyalty and professionalism of his roster. Reports suggest that internal discussions with the front office may be underway to consider options ranging from formal warnings to benching or trading certain individuals, though nothing has been officially confirmed. This environment of uncertainty can have unpredictable consequences on performance, as athletes are forced to navigate tension while maintaining focus on the game, creating a complex psychological landscape that makes the Yankees' internal affairs almost as captivating as the on-field competition. Meanwhile, the media coverage surrounding Boone's statement has been relentless. Every outlet seems to be trying to draw connections, speculate on identities, and predict the impact on team performance. Rumors suggest that even rival teams are closely monitoring the situation, seeing potential advantages or vulnerabilities to exploit in future matchups. Commentators are weighing in on managerial strategy, debating whether Boone's blunt acknowledgement of locker room issues is a necessary step to protect the team culture or a potentially risky gamble that could create further discord. Analysts point to historical precedents in other sports where managers took similar decisive action, noting that outcomes vary dramatically depending on the timing, execution, and communication involved. Fans are polarized, with some praising Boone for his courage in confronting issues head-on, while others fear that such public declarations could alienate key talent or create lingering resentment. Insider whispers suggest that Boone himself is under considerable pressure, balancing the need to maintain authority, ensure team cohesion, and avoid overexposure of internal matters, all while navigating the high expectations of a franchise that has been historically scrutinized for every managerial choice. Speculation continues to mount around the potential long-term implications for the Yankees. If Boone follows through on his vow to remove the cancers, it could redefine team dynamics, affect contract decisions, and influence future roster construction. Some experts suggest that this bold move could signal a shift in clubhouse culture, creating an environment where accountability is paramount and disruptions are swiftly addressed. Others warn that it might lead to unintended consequences, including strained relationships, public criticism, or challenges in attracting free agents wary of internal tension. The baseball world is watching, and the narrative is rich with intrigue as fans, analysts, and insiders debate every possible outcome. In a sport where psychology, leadership, and performance intersect so closely, Boone's next steps could become a defining moment in his managerial career, shaping perceptions for years to come. The suspense is palpable, the stakes are high, and the story is far from over, leaving the Yankees in a delicate balance of power, influence, and accountability, with Boone poised at the center of a drama that could resonate throughout Major League Baseball. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. As the story continues to unfold, speculation is growing about the possible identities of the so-called cancers Boone referred to, and insiders are hinting that these may not be the usual suspects fans expect. Some rumors point to veteran players whose influence in the clubhouse has been both celebrated and quietly criticized, creating an environment where younger teammates struggle to find their footing. Others suggest the situation could involve a combination of star athletes and supporting players, a scenario that would make Boone's potential actions even more complex. Analysts are debating whether Boone is signaling a cultural reset, sending a message that leadership, accountability, and professionalism are non-negotiable, or if this is a strategic maneuver to shake up complacency without immediately revealing specifics. In professional sports, such moves carry high stakes. Removing key personalities could drastically change team chemistry, affect performance on the field, and alter long-term strategic planning. Rumors also indicate that the coaching staff is being consulted carefully, weighing the pros and cons of action versus restraint, while front office executives are quietly evaluating potential backup plans should Boone's decisions lead to unforeseen challenges. Every meeting, every whisper, every offhand comment is being scrutinized, creating a tense atmosphere in which the baseball world is watching intently, eager to see how this saga will ultimately unfold. Another layer of intrigue involves the psychological impact on the players themselves. If Boone is serious about eliminating the disruptive elements he identified, it could serve as a wake-up call, motivating the roster to reevaluate behavior, commitment, and relationships. Some insiders speculate that this pressure might catalyze exceptional performance, as athletes strive to prove their worth and loyalty to a manager willing to confront conflict directly. Conversely, others warn that such public admonishment could create divisions, with players taking sides or feeling insecure about their own standing, ultimately undermining cohesion and focus. Observers are analyzing historical parallels in sports where managers attempted to clean up locker room environments mid-season, noting that outcomes were rarely predictable. The uncertainty surrounding Boone's statement creates an ongoing narrative of tension, strategy, and psychology that captivates fans and media alike. Every action he takes, from private conversations to public remarks, will be scrutinized for subtext, tone, and implication, feeding the rumor mill and ensuring that speculation continues to grow. The intersection of leadership, trust, and performance under these conditions provides fertile ground for endless debate, as everyone from commentators to rival teams tries to anticipate the fallout. The timing of Boone's warning has only fueled speculation further. Some experts suggest that this moment may align with a critical juncture in the Yankees season, where performance expectations are at their highest and any disruption could have amplified consequences. The sense of urgency in Boone's statement implies that he perceives a threat not only to team culture, but also to competitive success. Rumors are swirling about potential disciplinary measures, ranging from benching to reassignments or even trades, with insiders hinting that Boone has multiple scenarios under consideration. Social media platforms are flooded with fan theories attempting to connect recent on-field incidents or off-field controversies to the cancers Boone mentioned, though no verification exists. Analysts note that the ambiguity itself may be deliberate, allowing Boone to maintain leverage while assessing reactions. This level of strategic ambiguity is rare, particularly in a franchise as scrutinized as the Yankees, and it suggests a managerial mind calculating both immediate impact and long-term ramifications. Every decision from this point forward will likely be interpreted as either a confirmation of the rumor or a counter-narrative, keeping speculation at a fever pitch and ensuring that the story remains front and center in baseball discourse. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.